Well, hello there, you faithful few, and welcome back to DMS Adventures, where we are going to dive into the NLS35. We have a 75 quart Alpicool refrigerator slash cooler. That thing is a beast. It weighs somewhere around 65 pounds, but it carries enough food for the four of us for several days. Now, when we have a smaller adventure, or it's three of us, then we have our 37 quart bodega cooler. That one's pretty rugged, does a good job. It's dual compartment and has wheels and a handle. So when Alpicool actually reached out to us to try one of their newest models, we asked them if they had something smaller, and they indeed did. This is the Alpicool NLS35. This is a brand new cooler offering from Alpicool. We are one of the first to get to take a look at it, which is pretty cool. Full disclosure, they did send this to us for free. However, we're gonna give it to you straight. I got some pros and a few cons to share with you so far. Although this is called the NLS35, it is actually a 25 quart cooler, and it comes in at only 28 pounds. Compared to our 37 quart bodega cooler, that comes in at 48 pounds. Consequently, this is fairly easy to move around. Not only that, but its slightly smaller footprint and overall size means we can fit this into our wagon that we sometimes use to take to soccer games or anywhere where we have to tote a bunch of gear a long way. So this runs on both DC and AC power, comes with a DC 12 volt cable for your vehicle and a normal wall plug in order to just plug it into either a Jackery or a battery bank with AC capabilities, or directly into just any AC 120 outlet. The dimensions of the cooler are 24.25 inches, or about 60 centimeters, by 14.5 inches by 14.5 inches, which is about 35 centimeters. The larger compartment over here is 18.6 liters of volume, and the smaller one over here is just 4.7 liters of volume, but it at least fits a MIRF. The decibel rating on the unit is 45 decibels, but really it hasn't been loud for us. We had it in our truck. And then the temperature range goes all the way from -4 Fahrenheit to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, or -20 Celsius to +20 Celsius. Up front here is the control panel, and you can charge a USB device right from here. And then real quick, let's go over the functions here on the screen. Sorry for the flashing LEDs, that just happens sometimes. So obviously, here's your power button. Then your left side is the bigger compartment. Your right side is the smaller compartment. And these show the current temperatures when you first turn it on. Now, if you want to adjust the temperature, just hit the plus. That'll change the big one first. You can go up or down. Down, I believe it goes all the way to -4. Indeed, -4 there. Then to switch over to the other compartment, while that's flashing, hit the little cog wheel here, and that brings you to your other compartment. Same thing, all the way down to -4 and all the way up to 68. Right now it's pulling 12.9 volts in eco mode. To change eco mode, just hit the cog wheel again, flashes that, hit it again, switches to max, hit it again, switches back to eco. When it stops flashing, then it's set on that particular setting. Then if you're wanting to just run one of the two sides, you can turn off the left side, or the bigger compartment, by holding down the cog and the plus for 3 seconds. That turned off the left side. And then if you want to turn the right side off, or the small compartment, hold the cog and the minus. Now it turns out you can only have one or the other off. You can't have both off while it's powered on. It does have a battery protection mode. To enter that, you just long press on the cogwheel for 3 seconds. And then it enters right under the battery. It's in high, there's low, there's medium. I'll just leave it on high. Right now we are in Fahrenheit, but if Celsius is your jam, you need to turn off the power, long press on the cogwheel for 3 seconds till E1 appears, then hit it again till you get to E5, then hit plus or minus to get between Celsius and Fahrenheit. So I really do like the look of this cooler. It's got a nice rugged look to it, like the gray white tones there, and I do like the form factor and especially love the weight. I can also attest to its ruggedness. As I was loading this up into the truck to come down here and do this review, I actually dropped it from about my knee height as I was trying to open the door and carry it at the same time. It fell down, a door fell off, and everything went spewing all over the place, but put it back together and plugged it in and it fired right up. So the door falling off is not a bad thing. Actually, these doors can be removed and flipped to the other side so that you can open them from either side. Now the directions state that you're supposed to open the door 90 degrees. I found that to be incorrect. It's more like 45 degrees to pop out the side that comes out, which is on the ends. And there's like a little knob in the door that fits down into the notch that's attached to the cooler. But before you do that, you need to stick the other side into the hole that's in this middle piece right here. So one other thing I like is, although this is a smaller cooler, they went ahead and made it a dual zone anyway. So you can have 2 refrigerators, 2 freezers, freezer, refrigerator, refrigerator, freezer. So it gives you some flexibility. Now, you're not gonna fit a ton of things in this side as this is above the compressor, but you can fit soda cans laying down in here, maybe fit about 4 or 5. Or if you just wanna have some ice cream while you're out camping, you could easily lay down some of those small ice cream cups or even a bunch of ice cream bars or popsicles, keep those frozen in the smaller area over here and not use as much energy keeping that small space at 0 degrees. So honestly, the only couple of cons I can come up with are, one, there's no app, so you can't control this from your phone if you like to do that. Our Bodega cooler has that. We've used it before, but it's not a deal breaker for us. The other thing is it does not have a direct solar connector to be able to run this thing off of a solar panel. Now again, that's something that both our Iceco and our Bodega have, but honestly, we've never used that feature before. We're always running it off of a Jackery or a Bluetti and using the solar panel to charge the battery bank. I'm not super familiar with the Alpicool compressors that they use, so we'll see if there's any longevity issues with them. Both my Iceco and my Bodega coolers are still going strong, so I presume similar results from the Alpicool. I tried to do a bunch of tests on how long it took to get these compartments down to certain temperatures. I screwed most of them up because I wasn't paying attention, but the one that I did do for sure was getting both of the compartments down to 30 degrees on the max mode only took 19 minutes. I assume all the rest of the configurations will take a little longer than that. So Alpicool told me that this unit would be available within about a week, which by the time this video comes out, I'm sure you can go on their website or on Amazon and find this unit. Well, let me know what you think of it, you faithful few. Leave down in the comments if you think this is a great size for you, or I think they have a couple different size options coming out as well. So if you're interested, give it a look. If you have any questions for me, leave them down in the comments and I'll get you an answer as soon as I can. Hey, I just want to thank you all so much for watching, and you all have a great day.